Yo, JSR, I see you struggling in KraidsLair a bit. This game is all about knowledge, and the more knowledge you have, the easier it gets. I'm going to talk about a couple things because you've got like 95% of KraidsLair down. Just a couple of small things. And the first one's here in the first room. Just get to like here. Once you reach here, you just hit up. Up to stand up and hold right. And that's all it is. It's super easy. Boom. That jump you do it makes me really nervous. I don't know why. But I get super nervous. I always think that the morph jump is gonna you're gonna lose your morph jump and just fall or something. But yeah, the way I just did it here is super free. So pretend like we have ice, freeze, 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 and with the strat like this, if you just keep cruising, it didn't even matter if I like accidentally double shotted them with ice to unfreeze them because I don't even have ice, and look, we're getting through it no problem. You just keep cruising. It's just like Mother Brain Room. The faster you go, easier it is. The worst thing you can do in this room is like slow down and like try to stop and like fix everything and like freeze everything that's coming up, and like the other guy is like rotating around the platform, and it's just a big mess if you just slow down. So just keep cruising, keep freezing them, and even if you don't freeze one, just keep going like I was going there. Freeze that guy, you missile this guy, and freeze that guy, something like that. Well, I'll just take a hit. Oh, I didn't even take a hit there. That's great. I'm not too worried about the end part there. Since I don't have ice, I can't really show it. But I'm not worried about it. Here, mesh. Up, missile that guy, and then immediately jump. And then you know that we've got a high jumper from earlier, so you know about this pillar strat. But the details about the pillar strat is you want to land on the right side of it. You want to land on the right side of it so that after you ball, you're bouncing off the left side of it, right? You're bouncing off the left side so that we get maximum distance so that we land there. And then we bounce over the nacho cheese, right? If you just land on left side, we're not bouncing off the left side of it. We're just falling immediately, and well, that still works somehow. I'm not sure, but it's more like that usually. You go there, and then that slows you down, and then you're in the nacho cheese. So land on the right side and touch it. Even if you have to like, you know, wiggle back and do something like that. If you've got 20 or less, I would just go here, freeze it, and then go. So pretend like that was a freeze, and then just go. We'll just pretend like my missiles are freezes. Freeze, go. Okay, that's 20 or less health strat. If you've got more than 20, just do this. More than 20, touch the left side, go. Full speed, that guy will scroll off the screen. Freeze under, you know that. Alright, right here, as soon as this door opens, make sure you hit your missiles off. And then just morph. And as soon as you morph, just roll to lefts so that I'm not on the ground and going in. I don't want that. I wanna be up in the air a little bit, okay? Alright, we've got the long jumper, so we know what pattern it's gonna be. And we're just gonna roll in, tap right. So we're already facing right in ball. Stand up. When the gun lines up, hit A and B at the same time. So again, that was roll in, tap right, tap up, to stand up. A and B when the gun is, you know, lined up. And then as soon as we get back up here, it's in between the bananas, morph, touch the ground, and go. So again, it's tap right, tap up, touch ground, go. Tap right, tap up, A and B at the same time, in between the bananas, morph, touch the ground, get the E-tank. Now, you'll always be reaching this at the same speed, so you've got the same spike cycle, and as soon as this second spike passes, we just go back in. Over the spikes, under the bananas, freeze, and then, yeah, you just push into him with missiles and kill him, and that's all it is. If you gotta practice, just if you want to go frisky, just do that exactly like that every time. Like there can't be like any improv or anything like that. I feel like this is probably just easier than freezing freezing the bananas is not only slower, but you don't know when you're gonna eventually freeze the bananas, and then you're improvising, right? If you do it like this, it's the exact same thing every time, and you're eliminating that kind of like variance of, well, maybe I'll freeze the bananas right away, maybe I'll freeze them in the third cycle, maybe the second cycle. I don't know, man. It's just going to be different every time. And for that reason, I think freezing the bananas is not even safer, probably more dangerous, to be honest, because jumping in between the bananas at the start here is not very hard. You just gotta be quick to do all these steps, get them into the muscle memory, and then it's practically free every time. And that's pretty much it.